As I mentioned, everything after the hash character is classified as a comment. Let's have a look at, there seems to be some error, too many blank lines, so let me correct those blank lines. Let's move this up a little bit and let's fix up everything after the hash is going to be a comment. So let's type in, this is how you can comment your code. And once that's done, that will be classified as a comment. Now there's another way you can actually do commenting as well. So let's do something like height equals 12. And if you need someone to read the code later on and define exactly what height actually is it meters, kilometers, is it centimeters, you can put a hash character here. And in this case, we'll call it meters. So hash meters, which will then indicate to someone reading the code that this is a comment and the value will be in meters. So that's how you do basic commenting. Now what we've done here is basically given height equals 12. That's an integer variable because we don't have any quotes or single quotes, double quotes, etc. When using Python, if we just define it as a number, Python treats it as an integer variable. If I was going to do a string variable, I could do it like this. So I go to the next line and let's type in something like username. Let's give a value to the variable username, and in this instance we use the double quotes. So simply type in username equals, and then within double quotes we give a value, for example test1. So open double quotes and close double quotes, and within those quotes we put in test1. This is now classified as a string variable. If I wanted to define a path for a specific file name, I could also use quotes, but in that instance I use single quotes. To do that, I simply type in file name equals, and I will use single quotes this time. So file name equals single quotes, and within those single quotes I type in, for example, abc slash abc.txt, which is a reference to a file within a directory called abc. So this is how we use integer variables, string variables, and path name variables. Just remember, path names will be in single quotes. In Python, it is also very easy for you to define floating point numbers. You simply need to give or choose a variable, use the equals to sign, and simply type in the floating point number. So I can do b equals, and in this case I will put 1.2, which is now a floating point number. We can also use Boolean expressions. So for a Boolean, I can do c equals true, and that's a Boolean expression. I can also do d equals false, and that's another Boolean expression. We can also do mathematical calculations in Python, and to do that we can simply type in, for example, two values or two variables, y and z. Let's look at y equals, and let's look at 2 multiplied by 2. And let's also look at z as another variable, and let's put z equals 2 plus 2. Just put some spaces here. Now to print this out, I can print, and let's put in y, and let's also print z. And once we do that, we can actually